lucky. I mean, fourth season of a television show, you rarely get to build a whole new set, so we had to come to this new building. We never had a great exterior of CTU, so close by there's this building that has these beautiful feet. And so I thought, well, if we use that as the exterior of CTU, and then I took that architecture inside into the set, would be a good starting off point. I was stuck from the pilot with the original CTU. They shot it at fox.sports.com, and although we then built that whole set on stage and brought some more high-tech elements into it, I was stuck with the orange, and after 3 years we're all pretty sick of the orange. Spatially, the old CTU worked great. So it's basically the same layout. The ceiling is only at 20 feet. So it's just trying to fit 2 stories in that space. And again, because it's not a regular studio stage, we don't have any green beds. So I wanted to build a platform all the way around so the DP could get around, light to help him light. We had metal steps last year and all the wires, and there was always, with all our platforms, there was always a problem with sound. So this year, I've designed these concrete steps. Hopefully they won't make too much noise. When I design something, I try to take care of everybody. There are limits, because otherwise I end up pleasing everybody and we don't end up with a set that looks cool. The stripes on the windows, the frosting, we've put that in again. One, because it helps us with that sort of hiding behind things and shooting through the gaps. I've changed them in this time. They're not just, we've actually done a barcode. It's all in code, and I'll never tell anybody what it says, but...
So what's the barcode?
It just says lots of things.
Come on.
Well, no, this is my signature.
No,
one of them's just my name. It's just Joseph Hodges on one of them, and it's all in code. I love race cars. I love Formula One. Lots of the sets are based on colour schemes of cars. Last year the NHS was the Renault, the yellow and blue. It's just me being a kid and messing around. We build this track out on stage. Once the set's finished, and the construction crew and I, every lunchtime, we have lunch and we race these little cars. So is Andrew my art director, or I hate saying mine. Can we do that again? This is Andrew, the show's art director, and Jeff, the set designer on the show.
And so a lot of my job is actually working with the set designer to do these scale drawings that I can then communicate to the construction crew so that we can then build the actual designs. So for instance, here's like a large schematic of the whole set, dimension to scale. So in really layman's terms, we're like the architects of film.
So this is stage A, but this is our main stage and CTU. So here it is, the half-finished or three-quarters finished CTU.
And on this particular job, we had prop makers who are like carpenters, steel workers, plasterers, painters, who actually all came together in different sequences to actually put this design together, what you saw out on stage.
So by the time we started building, we were a good 5-6 weeks behind. And I think we've been building just for six weeks now. And it's amazing what I've got a great construction crew. What they've pulled off in this time is unbelievable. And it's been very exciting. Most of the construction's done. We're still doing a little bit of plaster. All the shop window fronts have gone in. We're just going to put the glass in, and then all the striping on the window, and then a week of set dressing. We started to put the tables in. This is going to be our new interrogation room. It's all wood construction with plaster over the top, and then we chop out corners and throw some stonework in, so if, you get a good close-up of that. Feels like the whole set's been is cast concrete. There's no concrete, it's just plaster. These are cast plaster. We sculpted one mould. I think that's probably a sheet from there to somewhere around there. So this is the interrogation room. We're going to put some grating in the ceilings, have this beautiful stripes, and then on the actors we can light through that. Sound man can get up there and not actually have to be down here. There's us, the new stairs. We had metal stairs last year and they made a lot of noise. So this year I just went with these concrete stairs. We had these specially made, specially cast for us. And the same guys that did all the steel work have built these beautiful steps. So originally in the computer, when I built the model, it was just a regular concrete colour. And I put a light behind those windows, and it just, I put a little bit of a blue tint to it. And it just gave this concrete a really nice blue colour. So when it came to paint the set, I thought I'd add the blue into the concrete, and it's turned out really well. Some of it's got really dirty right now. We're going to have to clean it, but it's like I was saying earlier. It was that lovely oldness and used look to the building. It's all been beaten up. It's been here a few years, and then all this furniture that we've had specially made. Again, the construction have built these tables. Our furniture has this nice sheen to it. It's new. It's modern. And again, the curve, so we can. John wanted to be able to sort of shoot round people more. And again, we've made it in 4 units so we can quickly take this stuff out and redress this area as another place in CTU. Damon did a beautiful paint job. They'll paint it once, sand it, paint it again, sand it, and paint it again. And it might last a couple of weeks. This is Damon, my head painter. Our head painter.
Right on.
It's the man that pulls all this work off. Does all that beautiful.
Try to get inside of that brain and figure out what he's aiming at here.
To do a design and then actually build it full size, it's like being a kid. Instead of doing a drawing and building a model of something, now I've got a whole team of guys that will build it full size. And it's again, because I'm allowed to play, this is fantasy. This is all fantasy work. Hopefully it still feels real, but it's playful. And you can see how low the ceiling is. I mean, we're 20 feet to this grid. It's one of my favorite angles, looking down that way through this foot. We've got stairs, so that'll be the conference area down there. This will be the front office, where Jack used to have an office up the front in the second season. You can see we've got about 20 guys, and these have perhaps been the main guys. I mean, I've been surprised how small the crew's been, but they're so good. And I think we've only been building for 6 weeks, 6 to 7 weeks. Yeah, no, hopefully in 2 weeks when we're in here and ready to shoot, I mean, I'm excited already. It should be fun. I'm excited. I can't wait to see it the first time, the dailies, to see what it looks like. And then once Rodney's put his lights in, it's going to feel... hopefully it's just going to be great.
Joseph, that's such a great cameo for you. The first shot in CTU. Take off the hat and sit up there. You're dressed right. Put him in. Put him in. Even just where you were playing with that chair, if you were right there, it'd be great. We should try to get Joseph in one shot in every episode. Wouldn't that be cool?
Background.
And action! 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 Our show really is about our people, and our show is tight, and our show is a little claustrophobic. So I think the hardest thing, and for me right away, but even then for me to make sure other directors understand, as beautiful as this is, we don't do a show about a set. We do a show about the people in the set. And so it's about making use of the set, but keeping the people in play, and still really it's about telling the story.
First of all, I was really amazed because I knew it wasn't as big a building, but I was amazed at how much bigger the set feels. I mean, if you look around, I get a real sense of distance here, more so than we had in the old CTU.
This is what we do at lunchtime. This is my construction crew and myself. We come here and just play at lunchtime. Little boys with little toys. It's mainly because it enables me and the construction crew just to hang out at lunchtime and just have fun. I'm not the boss or anything. It's just boys having fun, and you know, what goes on in the race room stays in the race room.
Quiet, please. All of our background players, listen up. So there's a train crash that happened about 10 or 15 minutes ago that you guys are finding out may have in fact been some sort of a terrorist act. So keep that in mind. Think about, okay, I've got to get this information over to Jack or Jimmy in Tech 1, or sort of give yourself a sense of purpose and a sense of place so you don't look like that man just walking through now, okay? Let's make it less just lateral movement and more sort of stop-starts as though they're transferring business. And
got it.
Very good.
So instead of playing that stuff there, do it here. Okay, guys?
O'Brien.
Chloe, it's Edgar Stiles.
Edgar, you don't need to use your last name. You've been here over a month. What is it?
Cut. You know, Richard, you know what I'm going to say. No one's stopping. No one's stopping and talking. Everybody, it's Grand Central Station. Let's get some luggage. Mark's got to bring us the behind the scenes.
Which one's this?
For this year's DVD.
Oh, yeah?
He's got me swearing again.
Oh, they have? That's sad.
It's become a weekly thing. It's become a yearly thing now. Ay. Could have been finished these two scenes in about 3 hours on a normal CTU day.
I know.
Because we're here for the first time. It's so slow.
3 hours for the first scene.
Well, when you have a new space like this, you have to deal with part of the new space isn't just the physicality of desks and chairs and walls and tables. We need to then put people to populate it. So after 3 years in one place, back at the old studio, back at CTU, you sort of fell into a pattern and you knew where you needed people and how everyone moved. This is a whole new space. So this first day is getting is difficult. And what's happening is, because it's so much wider than the old space, is that there's a tendency to just move a lot of people through it all the time. Now, it might look good by eye, but then when you see it on camera, especially with the long lenses, it really becomes like Grand Central Station. And so we got to really be careful of the movement and where we start to put people to make it feel real, to make it feel like these people are really at work. They're not all just constantly going for coffee breaks. So the first day is always the hardest to start to get that gelling. Well, it's interesting because when you have a new set, it becomes part of the storytelling. Seeing it for the first time becomes part of telling a new story for people that are watching the show. So I've decided to shoot all the early CTU scenes very tight. So again, people will think, is that the old CTU? Is that the same place? We're not 100% sure. And then when Jack comes in, he sees it. He's been here before, but he's kind of seeing it for the first time. And so I want to be there with Jack and see it for the first time with him. So he'll be looking around, and as he looks around, our camera will look around. And he'll move, and we'll do big wide shots to really get a sense of the space. And that way, we discover CTU at the same time our lead character, Jack Bauer, discovers CTU, and then becomes, again, the audience starts to feel like they're with Jack instead of being ahead of Jack. And so that's how we're going to do it on the first episode. Cut. It's great.
So do you ask for a raise now, or did you ask for a raise?
Probably at the beginning of next season, I'll ask for a raise. No. I don't know what to say, but it's just working really, really well. Hopefully it'll last the season.
Here you go, sir. $65,000. Everything in your account. Thanks.
Got a beautiful looking saloon right here. Of course, the 350Z, you gotta love those. I can also show you a couple of hatchbacks if you're interested.
I'll take the convertible.
What?
I'll take the 350.
Well, that's great. It's a good looking car.
coffee, sir? More coffee?
Nobody move! This is a robbery! Give me the money!
All right.
The money in the
There you
bag!
go.
Come on! All of it! Hurry! Come on, put it in! Hurry! Put it all of it, hurry!
Give me the bag.
Perfect. That's it.
Put the money in the bag.
The bag!
Put it in there!
No.
Come on, put it in!
That's it.
Let's go! Come on!
You are crazy. Could have been shot back there. Should have just handed over the bag. You are either really brave or really stupid. What do you got in there anyway?
It's none of your business.
Hey, see you later, buddy. Take it easy.
Sarah, we're not here right now. Leave us a message and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks a lot.
No.
Hi. Are you going east?
Yeah.
Can I get a ride?
Sure.
Thank you so much. Oh, I was getting a little nervous. Didn't think that anybody was gonna pick me up. Oh. And the last guy that I was in the car with, he was a little creepy, so I had to tell him, I'm gonna karate chop you if you do anything. That's really intimidating, huh? Can I have another one? I'm really hungry. Maybe we can stop somewhere and get something to eat. Do you think these things work? It'd be kind of cool if they made one that smelled like curry or something. I love curry. Do you like curry? I love anything curry. Spicy, everything spicy is good for me. I love that song. You're not a big chatter, huh? I hope I'm not, like, totally aggravating you. I'm sorry. I'll be quiet, okay? It's nice out, though. Where are you going, anyway? It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, I guess you could be going anywhere. I'm just glad you're going my way. What is that? What is that?
I'm gonna take a look.
No, don't.
He's alive! What are you doing?
Don't you want to know who he is?
I don't think you should be going through that.
Ooh, gold card. Maybe he's rich. Doesn't have a lot of cash. Strip club. I bet you the wife did it.
Hey! Hey!
You think that guy made it?
I don't know.
What's that guy doing?
We need to change cars. Check. Check, please. I got it.
You have like one blue eye and one hazel blue with a quarter hazel and one blue over here. It's kind of good for the chicks.
Is it?
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think you are?
I never...
I think that I would be really cool with like a Great Dane. Don't you think?
You're weird.
Do you like summer or winter?
Summer.
Why?
Because it's warm. I don't know.
That's it?
My birthday's in summer.
Really? What's your sign? What are you?
Cancer.
July. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have a psychic moment.
You're gonna guess. Okay. Wait.
19th.
Wow, pretty close. No. You failed.
I have a joke. A blonde goes into the library.
Okay.
Yeah. She goes up to the desk and she says, I want a burger, I want some fries, and a Diet Coke. And the lady's like, hello, this is the library. And she's like, oh, the burger, fries. and a soda. And just after these mailboxes here. This is me.
Do you want me to drive you in?
No, I can walk. Take care.
Thank you.
Have you ever wanted to know more about the world of 24? Did you ever wonder how President Palmer recovered from the attempt on his life? Who was really behind the assassination attempt and why did it fail? Who ran the country while Palmer was fighting for his life? Have you ever been curious why Kim Bauer started working at CTU and how she and Chase Edmonds first got together? Ever wonder how Chloe O'Brien first came into contact with the Los Angeles CTU? How did Jack and Chase Edmonds first start working together? Ever wonder what it would be like to live 24 hours in the life of Jack Bauer? You can discover the answer to these and more questions as you experience them in 24, The Game. Set in the critical months following the climactic close of 24's second season, you step into the role of Jack Bauer and his fellow CTU agents playing out the story, learning the answers to intriguing questions, deadly secrets, and hidden conspiracies. Players of this game, like the characters in the show, will need to rely on their brains, brawn, and instincts in order to succeed and survive. The creators of Fox's 24 television show have worked closely with Sony Computer Entertainment's Cambridge studio to produce 24 The Game. The two development teams collaborated to mold the look and feel of the game to remain true to the series, with the same gritty, raw intensity that 24 is known for. Myself and the rest of 24's principal cast have lent our voices and likenesses to the game. Not only will you recognize your favorite characters from the show, but every little detail will be familiar, even down to the music written and performed by series composer Sean Callery. Imagine a true interactive 24 experience. Split-second decisions with lives hanging in the balance. Deadly, dangerous missions, all set against a 24-hour clock. Kim, you need to settle down.
They killed him! Why did they have to kill him?
They want the hard drive.
Are they gonna kill more people?
Maybe. How steady is your aim when the president's life is on the line? How fast and how accurately can you think on your feet? Are you willing to do what it takes to get the answers that you need?
Right now I own you. You're not going anywhere until I say otherwise, so tell me what I need to know.
Can you survive 24 hours in the life of Jack Bauer? The Game. Coming in 2005, exclusively to PlayStation.